Let's talk to Paul Mason, Conservative Cabinet Member for Planning at Broxbourne and Hodgston South, because after the Epping decision was made 2 days ago, where a judge ordered the Bell Hotel to basically stop operating as a migrant centre, and in the next 14 days or so, those migrants will be kicked out. Broxbourne followed suit. They're now also attaching permission, or trying to get permission to direct the migrant hotels in their council to also be asked to get rid of the people in there. Let's find out what the latest is. Paul, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks very much for joining us. What's the state of play right now? You've obviously applied for presumably a High Court judge to give you the same permission as the Epping Council did. How's that going?
We'd certainly like to do that. Our officers at Broxbourne, they are in discussions with the legal team at Essex, at Epping,
yeah.
And we're also taking independent legal advice from barristers,
right.
Looking at the ruling in Epping and hoping to do the same thing so we can close down our hotel in Broxbourne.
Right. Is it just the one, or have you got more than one?
We've just got one hotel, and there's a couple of HMOs, but where we have asylum seekers, but we are targeting the hotel.
Right. And I mean, obviously it's early days, but is there likely to be legal advice around the HMOs as well, in sense that, you know, if they're going to be moved from the hotel into an HMO, would that be something that you could stop as well?
Well, I think one of the things we've been looking at doing generally is trying to cut down on HMOs, because we've seen an explosion in HMOs
right.
Across the borough over the last few years generally. And the hotel is just putting further pressure during the housing crisis, because we've got a lack of housing. We've got so many people that we need to house in Broxbourne, and this issue of the hotel is exacerbating matters. And we're finding more people taking up Airbnb, HMOs, and we're losing more accommodation in our stock, and it's just disastrous, and the pressure it's putting on our local services. We're at breaking point. I mean, members of the public, our constituents, can't get to see doctors, can't access medical services, our schools are stretched. So, you know, it's just putting pressure on the community. And what we're finding is when some of the asylum seekers, their applications have been declined, they're not being removed from the United Kingdom. Right. They're being thrown out the hotels and just walked around. So we don't know who's walking around in our streets in our country. It's shambolic at the moment, and the Home Office needs to get a grip, and the Home Secretary needs to resign.
Yes. Do you know how many asylum seekers there actually are, or illegal migrants there actually are in your council area?
Well, in the hotels, we've got two.
Oh, we just seem to have frozen there for a moment. The reason I asked that question, obviously, sorry, is to see out of the 2,330 returns that have happened, whether you've got that many people actually sitting in hotels, and if they're getting released from hotels, whether or not there's actually more of them.
Well, they're just being, as and when their applications are either assigned or turned down. If they're approved the application, they just turn up at the council looking to be housed.
Right.
If they're declined, they're just let out into the community.
So they're just wandering the streets.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a sham. The whole
it's outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole asylum policy that's run by the Home Office is completely shambolic, and we are being misled by the Home Office and the Home Secretary to believe that people that's applications are being declined are being rejected from this country and being returned back to their country of origin. It's not happening. We are getting tens of thousands of people walking around our streets who we don't know who they are.
Shocking stuff. Paul, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. Paul Mason, councillor in the Conservative Cabinet in Planning at Broxbourne and Hodgston South.